I remember when I first heard about Virginia organizing. By the way, I'm a returning citizen. I'm a returned citizen, and I'm trying to get my rights to vote back. I want to do it right. I don't want to get turned down. So I heard about a restoration of rights workshop that was being held in Virginia, in Fredericksburg. So I go down there and I'm listening through the whole workshop, and I go and I just hand my packet to the organizer and say, "Can you check this? I want to make sure I don't get it right. I get it right." And then so she goes through it. She goes, "Oh, this is pretty good. You got everything together." And she was like, "Hey, why don't you come to this other restoration of rights workshop we're having down at the shelter?" I said, "Okay." So I'm thinking I'm just going to be there just to sit in, just like I did this one. So I get there to the shelter, and the organizer goes up there and she says, "Yes, my name is this is Virginia Organizer, we're Grassroots, and we have Duane Edwards here going to tell you about restoration of rights." So now all these people, I'm sitting down just like they sit down, so all y'all looking at me, and then all y'all, and I'm just like, "Oh, yeah." And then I came up here. So, and that was the start of it. And one thing that stood out about that was, I'm from Northern Virginia, so we use words like, I hope y'all get this, Bama, Joe, Youngin, do some slang. And Virginia organizing wasn't trying to change none of that. They weren't trying to water down my message, or they wasn't trying to, they said, "Look, just get up here, say, just don't cuss at nobody." And that was refreshing. So and the plus was an issue that I was passionate about, and so I kept on coming back. And then a couple months ago, I got a phone call and I said, "Hey, we partnered with other organizations. We had partnered with a national organization, People's Action, and they're having a conference up in DC, and we would like you to go up there and speak about restoration of rights in your store." And I'm thinking, like, okay, yeah. And then the phone call was short, got off the phone, then I get another phone call. "Oh yeah, by the way, it's gonna be 1,500 people there." I'm like, it's kind of feeling like the shelter again. I like it. It's like I'm on the spot. So I write down a message, I go up there and I go to the organizer up there, and he said, "Oh yeah, this is good, but let's go ahead and change a couple things." So they changed it, and I go back to Joe and Brian, and I'm like, "Hey man, I don't know, I can't remember this. All them people out there, these aren't even my words." And Joe was like, "Look, you wrote this one?" I said, "Yeah. It's insane. We got your back." And I'm thinking like, all right. So I go up there. By the way, Van Jones, I don't know if you know him from CNN. He was on the stage. I got him about 500 more Twitter followers. He was on the stage with us, And so, and that's the kind of, as far as Joe and Brian, I mean, that's how they make you feel when you come out here. It's like, hey, look, they're on stage with us. We're not on stage with them. And then, so I went up there and I said my message, and I had a good time. And it's just time and time again, there's 1,000 things I can remember about Virginia organizing, but the main thing is if I have an issue about something, they're not trying to water down your message. They're going, "Hey, look, all right, this is what we can do. Point you in the right direction." Because one thing I found out, I was the one that's dealing with the trying to get my rights to vote back. Plenty of people can go to politicians and tell them, "Oh, we should give them their rights to vote back," but they need to hear from people who are trying to get their rights to vote back and see what it means to them. It's like many people are dealing with as far as flooding in the area. I can tell them, "Hey, look, man, we need to do something about these flood areas, but I don't live in the flood area." We need to hear from people in those flood areas, and so they can know how it's really affected them. And so that's one thing that I love about Virginia organizing, one thing that always keeps me coming back. And even when it gets tough, when campaigns go long, you kind of get burnt out. Those are the things I could remember. And I said, okay, let's keep moving forward.